I wouldn't say Mourinho has figured out the entire team. He still has some work to do, but I trust in two things. He has experienced players and he's an experienced manager.
Exactly.
And with those two, I have more faith in that he's going to create consistent, performances week after week versus Chelsea, who has the opposite of that. Immature manager and immature players.
So let me ask you.
I second that.
With the way Spurs is coming in, I feel like Chelsea will be kicked into 5th or 6th.
Okay.
So yeah, I trust Mourinho to get the top 4 or the 4th position better than I trust Lampard right now. If I'm
exactly.
Oh,
I think I second that. I actually feel like they will actually be in the top 4. Come on. I don't think Chelsea at this point will make any difference. Like, because at the level, at the rate with Spurs is playing, it's only going to get better. And as Derek said, you could tell clearly that Mourinho is a change man.
Like, we were grinding out results. We all knew that, right? And that's why I'm not sure if it's a mentality thing, because it's easy to say that when you start losing now. But these guys have been tested early in the season, and we went to a point where we were winning tight games. It wasn't inexperience when we were winning games. When we were
exactly.
At some point we were close to first. It wasn't inexperience then, but we can't lose. When we start losing, they're like, oh, they don't have experience. I just don't think like that's a fair assessment to them. Like, I think we're gonna finish top 4. You know why?
Okay.
Because I think that every team goes through hard times, and it's just you're always gonna go through something. And it's just one of those things where it's happened. I think, and I remember after the United game, I said this. I think defensively, it can be fixed because it's a partnership thing. But attacking football, you can't teach that. Either you have it or you don't. You can't teach the team to play attacking football with scrubs. So because I don't think that, honestly, Spurs and United are going to be consistent enough. That's the only reason. I don't think
Spurs.
My United.
Right. So you think Lampard will get Chelsea into top 4 as compared to Mourinho? Is that what you think?
This is what I think. This is what I think, and I think this is what I think is going to play out. Chelsea are going through hard times.
Jeff, speak with your head and not your heart, please.
No, I am.
Just answer my question.
Know why? You know why I'm saying that? Because I honestly think that this Chelsea team, the season that they had earlier, is not a fluke. They can catch that. They can get that magic back. It's just that they're going through hard times that they have to figure out. And I think that they can. We're getting. And okay. I'm even more excited about Rudiger coming back than London, because I know this is second game back. And if you actually look at it, defensively we're in back. We're just not scoring goals.
Yeah.
So if we get that continuity back, Rudiger hasn't played with Zuma ever. And I think when the partnership gets better, I think it's going to be much tighter. And that's the only thing. I honestly think, let me finish this real quick. I honestly think that Mourinho thing will work, but I just do not see it being, because I saw them against Bayern and they got swept. I just do not see it working out long term. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of The Final Whistle. This is episode 10. We're back. I'm here with Donald, a.k.a. Yaga. I'm here with Ibn.
What up?
Eric. And we're hoping that Daniel might join us later on. So if he comes on, we'll get his thoughts on the stuff. So we're going to start today's episode. First of all, how you guys doing? Everybody's good?
We're doing great. We're doing great.
I know Ibn is great. I know Derek is great. I'm not sure about Yaga, but I'm pretty sure he's going to say he's great.
I mean, what can I say?
I'm pretty sure he's not. But we'll see.
He's not, but he's fine. Okay, so let's start. We just finished watching Spurs versus Chelsea. Derek, you watched the game?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Okay. I think Yagas is the only one who didn't watch the game. But last week episode, we kind of did a little preview of the game. And Chelsea just won 2-0 away to Spurs, right? I'm going to start this because usually I let you guys go first and I go. I have a lot to say about this. And I kind of want to get my thoughts out there, right? Last week's episode, all I heard from Derek, from Yaga, and from Daniel is that Chelsea is inexperienced, They have the words that Derek used was immature. This is our club legend. He just called it immature. It's an immature manager. We have an inexperienced team. And Spurs have this experienced team. They have this experienced manager. That's the reason why Spurs are going to win this game and finish top 4. And I listen to everybody. And usually when we're recording, right, it's hard for me to edit it while actually listening to it. So I listen to, like, I kind of have a better understanding of what you guys are saying when it's done, and I'm listening to my car when I'm going to work or whatnot. And I picked out so many things that you guys said that I disagree with, but it just didn't, it kind of didn't click for me. And I was hoping this day would come so I could, like, lay it out. Now, one, Derek.
All right, you got your chance now.
No, exactly. Even if, one, Derek, if you keep saying that Spurs have an experienced team, an experienced manager, right? That has never been a formula of winning. It's not proven. Those two things does not mean just because you have an experienced team and experienced manager. Mourinho's United had an experienced team, right, Yaga? Or am I wrong? Before his first couple of years. No, I'm not even. Do you think that the team was experienced or was it a young team?
No, it wasn't experienced. I mean, it was just both sides. Like we had inexperienced players and we had experienced players. So
yeah, but you had the base of the team was a lot of Matic. Ibrahimovic came in. You had Lukaku in, Pogba, and you had a good squad, right?
Yeah, we had a good
didn't work out.
Players.
Okay. Now, and the case that I was trying to make for Lampard is I've seen this. The eyeball test does not lie, right? When you watch sports, it's all about, analytics has taken over sports, but eyeball test does not lie. I saw this team in the beginning of the season play exceptional football, but they just did not have a back line that has played together for a long time. That's what I kept saying. And two, Tomori is young. Zuma is not young, but he's not as good as the other players that we have. When you have a back line like a la maybe John Terry or like an organizer like Aspilicueta in the back, it makes everybody know where each player is going. That's why we were leaking goals. But we were scoring enough goals to rectify all of that, right? Now we come the last 4 games where we lost, right? We haven't scored goals. We're losing 1-0, but the defensively we're getting better. So we're kind of like left side is good, right side is off. It's like we can't balance out the team. And I kept saying that if Rudiger comes back with the team that we have that can attack, right, this team will get back on their feet. Every team goes through hard times. Liverpool team that lost the league last year, even if they had an amazing team, they had a bad spell. That's why they lost the 8-point lead from Christmas. Remember, Liverpool had an 8-point lead over Christmas, right? And then they lost their lead. Manchester City made up their 8 points and won the league. So they went through a hard time. That Liverpool team was experienced. That Liverpool team had an experienced manager. So that whatever that you guys are saying, it doesn't work for both sides. Derek, you're a scientist, and even I'm pretty sure you're working on that. So, I don't know what Yaga has done, but when you have a formula, it has to work both sides. If it works on one side and it doesn't work on the other side, it's not a formula. Or if you put together a formula and it works one way and the same formula works another, you haven't found out anything from the first one. That's really what really happened in the whole situation. And I'm going to end it as this. Lampard outclassed Mourinho. Everything that we kept saying that he's inexperienced and you're an experienced manager. He just switched it up. He went to a back 3 that Mourinho didn't expect it. He had wingers high up. He played a left wing back that hasn't played in a month or two, right? He took out Jorginho and put 2 athletic midfielders in there to make up the numbers in the midfield because we only had 2 to make up 3. Conte can play 2 positions. And he kept the wingers so high. The wingers were so high because they have left wing back. So Willian and Mount never had to come back because they had cover in the back. So it was constant pressure all the time. That was a masterclass that Mourinho pulled off. Lampard pulled off. That was a masterclass. Mourinho did not expect that to happen. Now, by the time that they figured it out, it was too late, right? It was too late. He did not know what to do. The players were frustrated. That's why Son kicked in the second half. he needs somebody in the nuts and got a red card, right? And then the fans were frustrated also. That's why the racial chants were coming in. It was such a frustrating that because they did not know how to react to it. Mourinho, like experienced manager as he is, he just got outshone by a much clever, even if he's young or whatever, and much attacking focused Lampard. Now, I'm done with my rant. I might have other ones, but who wants to go first? Actually, Derek, I want you to go because I'm not much surprised about Yaga because he's a United fan. He can feel whatever he wants. But as a Chelsea fan, that emotion that Lampard showed after the game with the fans, I'm telling you, that's the reason why we're Chelsea and that team is Spurs. That's the reason why they haven't won anything. Bro, they don't have a winning soul in this club. That club is not a winner. But go ahead, Lampard. Derek, tell me, what did you think about the game after my rant?
I mean, at this point, you have the evidence to support your argument, and so I'm going to give you that. However, I still stand by some of the different assertions that I made last week that the winning formula requires an experienced team and an experienced manager. I still stand by it. I'm not going to change that. In this context and with the games that we saw, Lampard showed me something that I have not seen all season, which is he tried something different. We have not seen this from. I think he did this once.
Yeah.
Before, I think he's done it once. Yeah, but I hadn't seen him do this, and I agree with you. He totally, outclassed Mourinho. That was excellent. I mean, on all levels. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I think it's a great team. They did a really good job. We got to see what can happen post this in terms of the other big games which are going to come, the several games we're playing this Christmas, and with, Arsenal getting a new manager, all these other teams getting all these experienced managers, how this whole thing is going to pan out, is what I'm looking forward to. But I agree with you. At this point, you have evidence to support your hypotheses, but I'll let the season ride out, and then maybe we can revisit this again. But again, I stand by what I said, that the winning formula for me is an experienced manager and an experienced team.
Okay. I'm going to say I'm going to ask you one more thing before I let Eben go.
Yeah.
Then you can close it out. When you say that, can you remember the team that we had last year?
Yeah.
Right? We did not have any young players in it. The youngest player was probably Kepa, who's 23, right?
Yeah.
And we had an experienced manager. And we lost 6-0 away to Man City.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know and looking at this Leicester team, right? That Leicester team that's second in the league,
mm-hmm.
They don't have much experience. They have Maddison, and they have Ndidi, and they have Tielemans. They are all under 23, just like Chelsea has. So I don't know when. I'm not saying we're going to win the league here. But I just don't see that formula being. It's not a just plug and play. You just don't have experienced manager and experienced team, and
one thing you're not getting is that is a formula to win, but it doesn't mean you can't lose with an experienced manager and experienced coach. I didn't say that. I said to win, that is what you need. But
to win though? To win what? To clarify that.
Winning games, winning leagues, winning the big things, winning when it matters. Winning when it matters, you need that, okay? And if you want to go through examples, we could do that, but I don't think that's the purpose of this. One point I'm going to make, though, I don't think that losing 6-0 to City is a good example because you're comparing that to another experienced team and experienced manager playing against a Chelsea that had only been with a manager for like a year.
Yeah, but Derek,
so I don't know if that comparison is the right thing to make.
Yes, but if you're saying that experience equals success, experience both ways, if it cancels itself out, it doesn't cancel itself out at a 6-0. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but if you're talking about
wait.
No, huh? let me make this point. If you're talking about an experienced manager and an experienced team in Man City, It's not comparable. Which other team out there?
Derek, I made the same case about talent, and you said that it's not about talent. So now you can't say that. You can't use both.
Can I jump in?
Wait. Yaga, let me say this. Now, Ibn is trying to change the subject to, okay, both of us have experience, but one has more talent than the other. That's not, because I said the same thing, and you made this case, and I'm quoting you. You said Pulisic can do the same thing Sterling can. That's ludicrous. That's not true. That's not true. It's talent. If you have two experienced teams, one has to be abundantly talented to make a difference. That's the case that I made. And the only thing that I said about that last week was Chelsea has the talent. If you're good enough, you're old enough. I don't care about these experienced things, because you cannot show me that there's a lot of teams that have experience that have finished 7th and 6th and have disappointed, right? And we have seen young teams like Ajax take, with their inexperienced manager, go to the Champions League, almost Champions League final. These things does not fit. You can't use that. Go ahead, Yaga, I'm sorry.
Okay. You just use Ajax, right, as an example. All right. Can you tell me that when they lost against Spurs, it wasn't inexperienced?
Yes, but no. No. You can use that, but I can also say that they went to the Bernabeu and just laid the floor with them, right?
Because Madrid at that point were a mess.
See, you can't use that excuse.
Listen, you can't.
Wait.
So Jeffrey, are you trying to tell me that in football, as we all love, experience doesn't count?
It does, but I'm not also going to say that inexperienced managers cannot, like, you have to watch these games. If you
but Derek never said inexperienced managers cannot win games.
No, that's the reason why he said that No. I'm going to quote Derek here.
He was telling you the reason why he felt Spurs were going to win.
No.
That doesn't mean that.
Yaga, wait. Derek said that because Mourinho has experience as an experienced coach and experienced manager, that's why Chelsea will fall off the top 4. He did not say just this game. He just said throughout the season.
But you guys winning this game doesn't change the fact that
No, but that's the thing, though. I don't think you're understanding. Is what you guys, you and Derek and Daniel were agreeing on, and all I heard was, I agree with this, I agree with this, being buddy over whatever. The one thing that you guys kept saying is that experience is the reason why it's going to catapult Spurs to the top 4.
I didn't just emphasize on experience.
I have evidence just a couple years ago of the Mourinho team with experience that did not work out.
But then before it didn't work out, we all know the reason why it didn't work out, because the season before that season, he won the league with our team, right?
What?
Again?
The season before you guys sacked Mourinho, he won the league with you guys, right?
Okay.
So we know there were problems, there were issues with the players.
No, I'm talking about them with United. I'm not talking about Chelsea. I'm talking about when he came to United. He had an experienced team, and he didn't win anything. I mean, he didn't win
because United have been in shambles ever since.
Okay, now
but Jeffrey, as soccer fans, I've always known that, right? Experience helps a lot. Experience helps in people's success.
It does. I'm not saying it doesn't.
The past 10 years, right? The top level trophy in European soccer is Champions League. Can you tell me an inexperienced team that has won for the past 10 years?
No, but also, can you tell me a team that doesn't have talent has ever done that? That doesn't have elite talent.
Of course, if you have
so it balances out.
Talent counts. We're not saying talent doesn't count, but we're just saying that when it matters most, talent and experience is very, very integral.
No. We never made mention of talent. We always said experience. Don't add talent.
You have to have talent to win.
I'm the one that said that.
The players have to be better players to win. But then, aside that talent, we need that experience. And that's what I'm saying. For the past 10 years, can you name an inexperienced team with talent that has won the Champions League?
We're not talking about, no. I think you're missing my point, Yaga.
No, I'm not missing the point.
I never said that Chelsea are going to win the Champions League or the Premier League with Lampard and this team this year. I never said that.
But you guys could, right? You guys could, right? If you guys get a good run in the Champions League, round of 16, you cool.
But I'm not expecting that. I said Chelsea, I'm not expecting that.
But
the only thing, No, wait. The only thing I'm challenging you and Derek and Daniel is what you guys are saying. This is a top 4 conversation. This is not, I'm pretty sure, Derek, you're not saying Tottenham is going to win the league this year, right?
No.
That's not what Derek is saying. That's not what I'm saying. Derek is saying that while the season is going on, from what he's seen from this Chelsea team and from what he's seen from Mourinho's team, and he's trying to take away that, okay, Mourinho has experience and talent. Chelsea has inexperience, and maybe they have talent, but they have an experienced team and a talent, But one doesn't have one has one. And that's
but then the season is not even over yet. So why are we having this?
No, but I'm just saying that now. It's not over yet, but I'm just saying that now. On the basis of what happened now, you cannot use that. That does not work like that. It doesn't. It doesn't work like it's not cookie cutter.
But that's what he feels like. You know, that's what I feel like, of course. I mean, you guys won the game today. You think Lampard is going to play the same formation in the next game? No. He had to come right. He felt like people were criticizing him because he's not won against any top 6 side. He came right. He masterminded Mourinho. That's fine. But that doesn't change the fact that you guys would finish. It doesn't mean you guys will finish 4th. It doesn't mean that.
Let me get Ibn in here real quick because I don't think.
Mr. Chelsea.
All right. So, like, all the points that you guys are making is actually valid. Again, to Daniel's point, to Derek's point, if a team's supposed to be successful, again, experience do matter. At the same token, you do need to have, like, your talent players to be on the team to be able to win games or grind out games to win. And if they're not playing consistently, you wouldn't win games. So, again, experience do matter. Now, to the last point that Iago was making as to Lampard made a change to his tactics for this game because he had to make a point. Yes, he had to do it, but at the same time, too, is it going to be consistent, or is he just going to be like, oh, I won this game, let me just go back to my traditional method of doing this? We don't know.
We don't know, exactly.
Yeah. And that is what's going to, like, basically influence or the final decision in May as to who is finishing top 4 or not. I think each game should be approached differently. If it's, again, there are some things that you have to do repetitively for you to win games consistent with the same method. Yeah. This is a league where I feel like you cannot use the same method every day, like every week.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick round table. I'm sorry, Ibn, I can't hear you as much. I don't know if it's the same for everybody.
Can you guys hear him?
Yeah. Okay. So Derek, what do you expect from what after seeing today's game? What do you expect from Spurs and what do you expect from Chelsea? Did you see anything that maybe you're confident, like, you know what, Mourinho can change this? And do you think, or is this something that's like, I'm not sure if, I mean, what do you take from today's game? And Mourinho fixed this because they did not look good at all.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'll start with Chelsea. For me, the fact that Lampard was able to change things up to win the game makes me feel good and positive about what can happen in the future. Because I feel like within the last 4 or 5 games that we experienced, all the losses and then the ties, he wasn't doing anything very different. And that's what the argument about the experience thing came in, that if you experience, there are so many other things you can pull out of your arsenal to be able to make things happen. And I wasn't seeing that, but I saw that today. So hopefully this is, a feather in his cup. He's going to know that there are different ways I can tackle a game and still be able to win and not have to stick to the same things that I was doing. So it's a positive for me and it's a positive for Chelsea. Now with Mourinho, I mean, I told you guys, like, I'm a fan of Mourinho.
But I have a problem with, by the way, Derek. I do not like how you love him.
Why do you have a problem? That's what he likes.
Him loving the manager of the rival, but then hates his own manager. But go ahead.
He doesn't hate Lampard. Oh, my God. He doesn't hate Lampard.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, thanks. I mean, we all know I don't hate Lampard. No, I don't. But with Mourinho, I'm actually very surprised that he couldn't do much about this game, and I don't even know what to point it to. So,
you think you overrated him a bit?
I don't think so. And of course, this is only one game, so I don't like to, talk when it's just one thing. It could just be an issue of isolation, with a Sun red card. There are a few nuances in the game that makes it a little hard to,
So you think they had a chance to come back in the game without the red card?
No.
Come back and win. No, come back and tie.
They had
one goal.
They had one shot on goal, Derek.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm saying,
they had one shot on goal in 60 minutes.
So this is what I saw, right? Maybe we can dissect the game a little bit. First half, I mean, we don't even have to talk about it. Totally outclassed. Now, I came back in the second half. You realize that I have to take one of my central defensive midfielders out, put in a more attacking person who can bring creativity to the game, pushes players a little bit wide to put pressure. So you could see that people like Aurier were all the way up, also trying to put pressure on Chelsea. Now, they had begun to actually hold on to the ball and also have some type of possession. So that was a good sign.
No, but they did not, and the stat show that they did not create one chance?
I don't know if that is right. I don't know if that is right because in the first half there was a pass to Kane that he ballooned. I think that was a good chance that he just missed. No, I don't know if you say.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, but overall, I think it could have been a little different. They coming back to win, probably not. Coming to tie, the chances are very low. But they could have shown us something different than we had seen because the second half did not show anything of a team that has that much experience and that much of experienced manager, on. So it will be kind of interesting to see how this pans out over the Christmas holidays and then, the other games that come out. I don't want to be quick to speak because it's just one game. I want to see a little bit more than, I can form a proper, viewpoint on this. Yeah.
All right, Evan, what do you think?
So,
I'm basically asking your conclusion on Chelsea and Spurs.
Yeah, I'm building up on what Derek said as to what the changes that Lampard made to this game. We need to see more. Can you hear me?
Yeah, your sound is kind of off a little bit.
All right, just switch to another person. I'll try to figure it out.
No. Go ahead.
Sure. So as I said, we need to figure out as to what Lampard is going to do from here on. This win alone does not really seal it for Chelsea because, again, it's a big fixture that we have coming up. Like, next game, I think Arsenal is in there.
In general, you guys have a crazy schedule.
We have a busy schedule coming up in February, too. So I want to see how Lampard is going to approach each game going forward. Is it going to be the same 3-4-3? Is he going to go to a 4-4-3? We don't know. And again, will experience catch up to Chelsea at one point again? I can't tell. I would hope not. I would hope it doesn't catch up to us down. I would hope that we can finish the season again in top 4. I would hope that we can advance past run of 60 in the Champions League. But again, it would go back to the tactics or the formations that we play in the following weeks coming up.
Before you go, Yaga, the only thing I'm going to say is Rudiger made a huge difference. I don't know if Derek, you agree, but that guy in there, it just seemed like, Yaga, I know you didn't see the game. Chelsea was never under threat. They were never under threat.
Yep.
There was never a time where you were like, you know what, these guys are looking to score. Everything was cleared out in the front. So I'm so happy that Rudiger came back. And that was the guy that I was waiting for to come back so I can make my point. How important a center back that can organize the back. And I'm not saying he's not the greatest player in the world, but you need somebody that can organize. He was talking throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
And do you know why? And do you know why Chelsea were never under threat? Because Rudiger right there is an experienced player who has leadership. So he was actually control. Now that's what it is. That's true. Yo, that's true. That's true. So that's what
Zuma doesn't have experience.
Thank you.
Zuma is not experienced. Go ahead.
Come on, Zuma is not experienced. Come on.
What do you mean Zuma is not experienced?
No, but see.
Zuma is 25
Rudiger is
26.
It's different. It's different levels to it. Rudiger is experienced and he is a leader. It's different levels to it.
Oh my God. I don't want to hear that. See, you cannot make. No, Yaga, wait.
You're talking about a player who has, actually played in World Cups. You're talking about a player who, like Rudiger has that experience at the top of, at the top level.
Yeah.
But Zuma plays for France.
Are you gonna tell me?
Come on. What was the last time Zuma played for France? Come
on. Tell
on.
me Zuma is on the same level as Rudiger?
I never. No. Wait, Yaga. I think you're using my words. You're using the same. I'm the same guy that said that our best defender is Rudiger. What you're telling me is no, because Derek, you cannot use his words and then twist it. Because listen, you guys are telling me that having Rudiger back and it's the experience we needed, but it's also the talent that we needed. That's what I kept saying. Experience is a different thing, but you got to be talented too. You can't use that both.
Definitely.
But Jeff,
he's the best defender at the club.
Jeff, let me tell you one thing.
Defender at the club. He's not the most experienced defender. He's the best.
Wait, Rudiger's not the most experienced defender?
Central defender?
Central defender.
Exactly. But listen.
He's the most experienced central defender in your team, right?
Jeff,
is he not the most experienced central defender in your team?
Go ahead. There.
Jeff, there's one thing when we talk about experience does not negate talent. The fact that the person is experienced does not mean he's not talented. That's not what we're saying. But Derek, no, let me finish my point.
Yeah, go ahead.
But you can be talented and be inexperienced.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
But you being experienced does not mean you're not talented.
Okay.
That's one thing you have to keep in mind.
Before the game, let me finish this point and then you can go. Before the game, Rudiger has played the last 2 games. Nobody said anything about it. Rudiger had played the last 2 games that we lost.
Because he just came from injury. And we knew he was going to pick up.
Yaga, you cannot make case every time I say Rudiger. We knew Rudiger was going to play, and you guys never said anything about it. Now that it's going well, you're making the case. It's not. It doesn't.
No.
But Jeff,
last week, didn't I ask you if Rudiger was back? I didn't even know he was back. Didn't I ask you that?
I told you he played
and I told you he just came back from injury. He's gonna pick up. Listen. Tell me one reason why when you guys didn't have Rudiger, you felt your defense wasn't good. Tell me one reason why.
Because we didn't have the talent. We didn't have him. He's our best player.
Jeff, are you trying to tell me Tomori, Zuma, and Christensen are not talented center backs?
Wait. Listen, and I'm gonna go back to it. Those players are talented, but they're not the level of Rudiger. And they're not. You cannot.
Why are they not on the level of Rudiger? Huh? Why are they not on the level of Rudiger?
Because Rudiger's a better player.
Better player with experience.
Yes, he's just a better player.
Not just a better player. He has experience.
Yeah, but listen.
Your team.
We knew he was going to play. Nobody said anything about Rudiger's experience. Derek,
because we didn't know who he was going to play.
We didn't know. Right?
Jeffrey, last week, didn't I ask you who is the better fit for Rudiger?
And I told you anybody with him. I told you any defender with him because he's the one that's going to organize the backline. Didn't I tell you that? All right, so Yaga, what do you think? What's your conclusion on what happened? And I guess after this game, what do you think?
Yeah, I personally didn't watch the game, but then from what you guys just said, it looks like Lampard, masterminded Mourinho. And I think it's a good step because you guys have played about what? You guys have played about 5 of the top 6, and this is the first major win, which is something good for him to actually change. For him to actually change his formation and everything, speaks a lot. So let's see what happens. February and in January and February, you guys have tough opposition. So let's see how you guys handle that. As far as Spurs is concerned, I mean, I don't know what happened because I feel like, they have a better team. They have the better players and the experienced coach. But then it didn't happen. And sometimes it happens in football. So kudos to Lampard.
They have the better coach?
What?
You said they have the better coach?
Yeah, they have a better coach. Yeah.
Spurs have a better coach?
What? Spurs have a better coach in Mourinho, yeah.
Okay. Better than Chelsea or better coach from Pochettino?
No, I'm talking about Mourinho. Mourinho's a better coach than Lampard.
No, the question is
okay. I don't agree with that, but go ahead.
I don't
agree.
Yeah, that's fine. But you asked me a question.
Yeah.
I said them having a better coach and everything. I mean, it just didn't go their way today, and kudos to Chelsea. So let's see what happens at the end of the season. I still believe. Come next May, Spurs will be in the top 4.
Okay.
Over Chelsea.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Derek, has it changed your projection of what happened, or is it just you still believe Spurs will finish?
You remember last week when you asked me this question about the top 4?
Yeah, you said you want to see. Yeah.
He mentioned about he mentioned this game.
Yeah, I said I wanted to see this game, and like I said earlier on, at the beginning of this conversation, Lampard's ability to show the team that he can do something different to win is a really good sign. I probably feel better about him finishing top 4 than I did, in the
a week ago.
Week. But I still can make a very solid conclusion to this. So it could even potentially, Leicester might start struggling too, because we haven't seen them struggle all season. It may be time for them to also go through that hard time. And then, we see how that goes. So
okay, so I guess let's generalize it and say, who do you think will finish above who? Because I think it might, because like you're right, both of them can end up finishing top 4.
Yeah.
So who do you think will finish above another one? So it could be.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I can say that, and I have evidence to make that conclusion. What I can say for sure is Man United is not finishing.
No.
Man United got to do with it.
Derek, the reason why I'm asking.
Man United got to do with it. You guys hate my team.
Derek, the reason why I'm asking is because I know you were leaning towards Spurs finishing top 4.
Yeah.
Has it changed, or do you still lean? Because I want you to pick a side. Because
no. That's what I just said. That this has given me the opportunity to think that Lampard can be able to do something different to win games. And so now I don't feel as strongly as I felt about it, but I still want to see how the season goes. So has it changed it? Of course it has, because he did what I expected him to do, or he did what I was expecting, so I can change my mind about Chelsea.
So are you still, I kind of want to, do you still lean that Chelsea now will finish in the top 4? Do you still believe this? But I kind of want you to pick a side before.
Seeing this game, I'm probably like a 51% for Chelsea and a 49% for.
Okay, so it's tilted a bit.
So he's saying basically Chelsea will finish top 4 about Spurs, right?
Yeah, but it's hard to say because it's just one game, so I just have to answer because that's what the question is. But
okay.
It's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting moving forward. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm actually more keen about seeing Spurs' next game than Chelsea's next game. I want to see what Spurs does in the next game, actually.
I think you like Spurs more than you like Chelsea, but go ahead.
No.
He's a classic Chelsea fan.
Eben, is Spurs still going to finish 10th?
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course. Okay.
I don't think that statement is still on the table, is it?
Listen. Guys, honestly speaking, as I told you guys, once they start losing games and it becomes consistent, it's bound to happen. And there's an example of it. Let's see how they turn out for the next few.
But it depends on who they're playing. Let me see who they're playing next.
If you don't turn up the next few games, it's bound to happen. Because look at the table right now. I think.
Well, they play Brighton at home, so.
Brighton pull an upset.
Okay.
Come on, you guys.
Yeah, that's done. Yeah.
Okay, so let's touch on, there have been 2 new managers coming in. Arsenal have their new manager. I don't care. I don't know if anybody thinks he'll make any impact. Ancelotti is a new manager for Everton now. Arsenal get Arteta from assistant coach from Man City. Quick, I don't want to spend too much time on Arsenal, and we could be spending too much time on them.
Be Fred here, actually.
Do you think Arsenal, does Arteta, what difference does he make in the team? I mean, he doesn't have experience.
Yeah, he doesn't have experience, and he's an inexperienced coach as well.
He doesn't have experience, but he does have an experienced team, right?
I mean, Arsenal. Listen.
Because before you finish, because I'm not sure if people know. I don't know what you guys say experience, but it seems like quality and experience is 2 different things for you guys. They have experience or not. Papadopoulos or the Socrates, right? They have Socrates over there. right?
They're not just good enough. They're not good. They're not good.
So it's not his ability, it's not experience.
I mean, Socrates, I think he has experience.
Right, they have Xhaka, who's the captain of, he played in Euros, captain of Switzerland, right? And they have Pepe.
Now, when it comes to those players, when it comes to Arsenal, it has nothing to do with experience. It's just that they're not good players.
Okay, so it's ability.
They're not good players yet.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know how he's going to change that. Maybe he could improve them, hopefully, but I don't see any difference now. Probably it might take some time. That's if the fans have the patience actually to, actually
that's the only
support
thing
him.
they have, right? They don't have anything else but patience at this point.
Yeah, so because they can't be changing manager after manager all the time. So if they have the patience and he could actually bring in some signings, because he knows you could, with Arsenal, you could easily identify the players that are not good. So if he could do that and make some changes, I mean, but I don't think it's going to be any huge difference. I don't think he's going to make any huge difference.
What about
as far
Ancelotti?
as Ancelotti is concerned, I mean, he's a manager who knows how to win. Everton.
I love the guy.
Proven,
I love the guy.
Everton has proven that they're willing to spend. Okay, they went big on what's his name, Ancelotti, and they've made some signings. I don't know if those players are, really top quality to compete at the top level. If they sign Ancelotti, I'm thinking that they would actually try to, spend big. So let's see what happens. But Ancelotti is a winner, and he could make any team better. But I don't know if they could compete at the top level. I don't know about that. Yeah.
Derek, what do you think about those two new managers?
Yeah, I probably, agree with you, Jeff, on Ancelotti. He's one of the managers that I really respect. And
by the way, when he was at Chelsea, we played the best football. We were scoring goals. Drogba scored like 29 goals in the league.
He has experience in the Premier League.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, I can only expect good things from him. The only thing that makes it a little tough for me to go all in on Ancelotti this time around is I'm not sure why Napoli sacked him. I feel they're doing pretty good in the Champions League, not so much in their league, but I guess maybe it's because they expected him to do so much better, and it didn't quite happen. But whatever the case is, I can only expect good things, and I agree with you, Yaga, that, can he be able to do good things with those players? We don't know. Him as a man, I respect. If you're giving him like a Liverpool team or like a Man City team, then, I can straight ahead say, no, he's going to do great things. But the team is in, Jeff, you're muted.
Imagine if Arsenal had gotten him. I think that I would be way more excited for Arsenal if they had Ancelotti than Arteta. I don't know if Arsenal knew he was available and they didn't go for him, and they
did. They did. I just feel like Arsenal just wanted to keep their identity as, a percentage like football team. I don't know, and they feel like because Arteta has that connection with Guardiola, he'll bring that blueprint to that team. That's what I'm thinking.
The problem is they can't defend, though, so I don't know what is.
Honestly, the problems in Arsenal, I feel like they're just so many, and I don't know if bringing a club legend in itself is a solution to all the problems they have, because they have a lot of problems from the bottom to the top, through management, through owners. The problems are just so widespread and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. But I'm actually very curious to see how Arteta plays, because this is probably my first time of seeing somebody who has worked under Guardiola come out and coach his own team and actually start to do something with it. So I'm very curious how it goes. I'm actually very excited about this last half of the season, because I just want to watch every game. I really want to watch every game and see how it goes. Yeah.
The only thing I'll say about this Arteta thing is, I mean, he was a midfielder, right? And he played with Wenger and he played with David Moyes, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But he learned from these managers, and now he learned from Guardiola. So that's an attacking football identity. But Arsenal can't defend. That's their problem. Arsenal need somebody that can, either players that can defend or a manager that can hold them. I think it'll help them in the long run because you have a new coach, new start, people, the players are fresh and everything will start working well. They might get a couple good results, but I'm not sure if that's like, something that was taken.
Yeah.
But let me get your thoughts on it real quick before we.
All right. So what I was saying was, with the episode that we recorded about a few weeks ago, Fred was talking about hiring a club legend as a coach. And I think it's perfect time for Arsenal. But again, the mentality is still there. And I think if you read some of the press conferences that he released for Arteta, he's going to try to change the mindset of many players. So how long is that going to take? That's one thing. Because remember, we're in the season right now where the ball's still rolling and rolling and rolling. You cannot change the mindset of the team that's already been established. So I think right now, just call it. They're not going to finish in top 4. Wherever they finish, they finish. But maybe next season, if they're able to sign players, it might make a difference. As long as the mindset has changed.
Yeah, just the next season project looks like. I mean, this season they just want to finish it and see where.
Correct. And then with Ancelotti, I think it was a great signing for Everton. Again, it would also depend on the number of players they're able to sign. And next year, Premier League is going to be really, really fun to watch because you have Spurs that have a new coach who will try to be a contender, which I don't think is going to happen.
So, from me, from Derek, Mr. Experience, from Yaka, Mr. More Experience.
Zuma, Mr. Zuma.
And then from Ibn, thank you guys for watching. This has been a great episode. I think it's a lot of insight from you guys.
Yeah.
So, make sure you subscribe. Also, I'll have the subscribe link down there. And see you guys in the next episode. Have Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever you celebrate, Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or whatever. It's Happy Holidays. And our next episode will probably be in 2020. So be on the lookout for that. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.